Hi, Donal Carr here. Listen, I've just been asked a question about headaches and if someone is experiencing headaches, migraines, or long-term discomfort. What could be the reasons? Well, I'm sure, like anything else, there's a million different reasons. But some of the big things that I found in my career over being in the industry now nearly 30 years, hydration is one of the key factors. Another key factor is undiagnosed or a pre-diagnosed condition of joint laxity in the neck or the upper cervical spine. So sometimes this can be an undiagnosed disc injury. It can also be subluxation, which means a laxity sometimes in the joint where the joint can fall out of position, and that's usually in the C1 or the upper cervical vertebrae. Other things that happen are tension headaches or length tension relationships where the upper traps, the scalenes or the sternocleidomastoid, some of the muscle structures around the neck can get restricted and tight, and they can actually strangle or compress oxygen and blood flow to the brain. So other factors that I found in my career that had been quite surprising when I first started off this journey 29 years ago was that not a lot of people talked about food allergies and food sensitivities. So we also have a huge amount of toxins in our environment these days that our body can react to, and our body summates stress, or our body has a way of unloading stress through what we call the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is a parasympathetic nerve that goes down through the spine that will attach to all your organs. So if you had something like intestinal stress or organ stress through your liver or your kidneys, the ambient stress response can go up through the system, can be dumped out through the upper traps. The upper trapezius muscles are the muscles of our neck, and if you have had a food that had some kind of coloring or agent or just some kind of food sensitivity, it can actually cause stress headaches. So my number one tip would obviously be to hydrate properly. So if you have your body weight in kilos, multiply that number by 0.033 will give you the amount of liters. Also, it's very important to not only know the quality or the quantity of water, but the quality of your water. So are you getting good filtered water? Are you allowing residue runoff from various different land, or if we have Wargama Dam here in Sydney, there might be some runoff, and they do filter the water, but unfortunately they also add some chemicals that can be quite aggressive to the system, like fluoride, or they use a hydrolyzed fluoride, not calcium fluoride, which can be a neurotoxin. And then you've also got chlorine. So my recommendation would be to filter your water, have the right amount of water, check the pH as well. So you want a slightly more alkaline pH, maybe that's 7.8, 7.5. And then we want to look at the hardness or the softness of the water and look for more hard water. But that's just one component. Other things, as I said, could be a neurological issue from a disc injury or a spinal issue, and this can be from a pelvic issue, a lower back issue. In biomechanics, we have a relationship between the upper cervical and the lower lumbar spine, and that's called the lover-brother reaction or relationship. So if you have a dysfunction in the mechanics of the lower back, it'll work its way up to the neck, and vice versa, it'll work down. So it's really important to get your spine checked by a good check practitioner or an osteopath or a chiropractor that can do a full evaluation, and then look at those other factors. Maybe you have food intolerances, or maybe you have sensitivities to foods and so on. So hopefully that helps you out. If you have any more questions, you can put them down in the comments below and we'll get back to you. Hope to talk to you soon.